गुड इवनिंग व्यूअर्स, कैसे हैं आप सब? आई होप यू ऑल वुड बी वेरी वेरी फाइन, energetic and cool and calm. Friends, today we have to start a new segment and new chapter. The name of the chapter is Dissolution of Partnership Firms, or you can say Accounting for Dissolution of the Firms. Okay friends, before going through or before starting this chapter, I would like to introduce first of all meaning of dissolution. What is dissolution all about? Okay friends, so please first of all let me see how many persons are watching now and how many are ready to join. Khushi, Rajeshwari, Navneet, Jaya. Because this is very very important thing, that if student will prefer and student will join, then definitely I would take interest. Otherwise I am not going to take interest. Okay, because it take a lot of time in arrangement all these things and all these amenities and all these facilities, so you can understand. And in this week definitely I would like to conclude this chapter. This chapter is very very easy chapter and you all can solve all the questions whatever you are having in your books. Okay, दीपक जी गुड इवनिंग, शशि गुड इवनिंग, अभिषेक जी शुभ संध्या, गुंजा गुड इवनिंग, तृप्ति गुड इवनिंग, जया गुड इवनिंग, राजेश्वरी गुड इवनिंग. So all are good, all correct. So I have to watch your comments and I have to explain the meaning, modes, okay, and what is dissolution all about. This is the very very important chapter as far as class 12th is concerned, and even you will find it in your intermediate examination, CMA intermediate, CA intermediate, CS intermediate, you will find this chapter, and even in BCom you will find this chapter. So this chapter is significant, important for all of you, and if you are ignoring this chapter you will lose something for future as well and present as well. And in your class 12th examination it is once again very very important and scoring chapter, and you can solve this chapter within moments. Questions are frequently asked regarding this chapter. So friends, let me start. Asutosh ji, good evening. Nice to see you, Asutosh. Jaya, good evening. Kriti, Amrendra, good evening, Amrendra. Friends, if you have just joined, please like this video and share this live streaming to all of your friends who want to study dissolution. Okay. And in this week, sure and certainly, we will finish and we will complete this chapter. Today's session, what we will discuss in today's session: various accounting entries, meaning of dissolution, and theoretical point of view. From the theoretical point of view, we will discuss some points also. As far as this chapter is concerned, this chapter is very very easy chapter. First of all, friend, just see here. there must be a firm. And as far as the firm is concerned, you know about this term. You are well versed about this term firm. And now we are talking about dissolution. Group of partners are collectively known as firm. And dissolution, the relationship, the contractual relationship amongst or between, you can say, amongst or between partners comes to an end. This is the meaning of dissolution. First of all, you will have to understand there must be a firm. There must be a firm, because if there is no firm, then no question of dissolution of firm. So there must be a partnership firm. And as far as firm, the term firm is concerned, we know that group of partners are collectively known as firm. Okay. And the relationship between or amongst, whatever. Okay. The relationship, which type of relationship there exists in firm between or amongst partner? Contractual relationship. The breach of contractual relationship between partners. Complete breach of relationship. And the contract which took place between or amongst partners comes to an end. Okay. So the term dissolution here means the contractual relationship amongst or between partner comes to an end. Now the question arises, if there is firm, there must be a balance sheet. Because there would have been a business, the existing business, and if there is a business or there was a business, definitely there will be a balance sheet. And balance sheet of firm, capital, reserve and surplus, liabilities, internal, and second, external. As far as the term or the chapter dissolution is concerned, you will have to consider balance sheet. The firm's balance sheet. Capital of partners, you know about it. Reserve and surplus. Okay. Liabilities. And as far as liabilities are concerned, there may be two types of liabilities, internal and external. We will discuss later on in this session. We will discuss which types of liabilities I am talking about. Internal liabilities, what is meant by internal liabilities, and what is meant by external liabilities. Along with examples, we will understand it. Okay. And as far as the asset side is concerned, asset, you will find first realizable and second non-realizable. Realizable asset and non-realizable asset. As far as dissolution is concerned, I'm trying to change the scenario. Just try to understand. When we talk about balance sheet, we find assets, liabilities, capital, reserve and surplus, etc. But I'm just classifying the asset into two parts, realizable asset and non-realizable asset. You will have to consider as far as the chapter dissolution is concerned. And you will have to learn first what is realizable asset and non-realizable assets. You will have to understand it. And as far as liabilities are concerned, there are two types of liabilities: internal and external liabilities. Okay, internal and external liabilities. However, capital is also internal liabilities, reserve and surplus is also internal liabilities, but external liabilities, what we will call, which liability will be called external liability, we will discuss later on, and which type of assets are realizable and which type of assets are non-realizable. This is the key point of this chapter, and whenever you will able to understand, then this chapter is very, very easy. So let me see how many persons have joined. It's Gullu Gulsan, very good. Let me see. Siddharth Aryan, Ankita, Karan, Abhishek, Gulshan, Priyanshu, Ashutosh, Navneet, Jaya, Kriti, Amrendra. Okay friends, list is very, 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 very exhaustive, and it is not possible for me to read all the comments right now. I have to move forward. Okay, so first friends, just try to understand what is going to be happen in this segment, dissolution. The entire business is being closed. The balance sheet is existing, and definitely there must be a balance sheet. Okay, the business is closed forever. First point. Second point, all realizable assets are sold out. Third, external liabilities are paid off. Fourth, finally, all partners are paid their final claim. So in dissolution, business is definitely closed down, the business is shut down. Okay, then assets will be sold out. Which assets will be sold out? All the realizable assets will be sold out. Non-realizable, you cannot realize any amount, and such non-realizable assets will be a kind of loss, so we will discuss later on. First, just try to understand the business is closed down, business is closed, and all realizable assets are sold, all external liabilities are paid off. Finally, all partners are paid their final claims. Okay friends, so in this chapter, in this segment, what you have to do as far as accounting is concerned, I'm not talking about the theoretical aspect. Right now I'm not talking about any theoretical point regarding dissolution. What are the difference between dissolution of firms and dissolution of partnership? These topics I'm not discussing right now. Just I want to give you an introduction regarding dissolution and what accounting problem arises when the firm dissolves itself. And as an accountant, what will you do? Okay, so right now we will discuss the accounting point of from the accounting point of view. We will discuss what are the accounting problems which arises at the time of dissolution of partnership firm, and how would you solve the question, and which types of accounts are prepared at the time of dissolution of firm, and what accounting entries are passed at the time of dissolution of firm. We will discuss. Okay, so first of all, you have to understand what are the types of liabilities as far as dissolution is concerned. So first we will discuss liabilities, internal liabilities and external liabilities, and realizable assets and non-realizable assets. Then we will discuss anything in this segment. Okay friends. Okay, liabilities. internal. First part is internal and second part is external. External, it means which is to be paid to the outsider. Internal liability, it means payable to partners. Firm's liability. I am talking about firm's liabilities. Those liabilities which are payable to partners is internal liabilities, and those which are payable to outsiders, payable to outsiders, are external liabilities. The liabilities which are payable to outsiders are external liabilities. I hope you all are understanding. You all can understand. प्रिंस कुमार इज सेइंग सर प्लीज हिंदी में बोलिए. Okay friends, we will talk later on. Due to some technical problem, I have to stop this live streaming, and just wait, we will start very soon.